everybody? It's your boy CUAUHTEMOC Cuauhtemoc, again today I'm doing my Premier League prediction, and I think we all know who's gonna win it. Let's start it. Let's start at the bottom of the table. We can't start the champion. That's boring. Come on, no one does that. We're gonna start at the bottom. These three seem to be everybody's favorites to go back down again, which is crazy. It's crazy, the Premier League. How much times the few teams that go up, they go straight down. Honestly, it's kind of typical if you ask me. But I do think Ipswich stay up. Hull City do get last place, and I do think Coventry City also go down. I think Nottingham Forest get 18th place. And now last season they were about to get relegated as well. They were right there with Tottenham, Leeds, West Ham, who eventually went down. They were right there, fellas. And I think this season they go down. I think this season they go down with Coventry City and Hull City. I think I hit the nail on the head with that, pop. I'm not gonna lie. Ipswich 17th. Now this one to be honest with you. Leeds 14th. I don't see any difference. Everton. I like David Moyes. Sunderland, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, who lost half their players, Tottenham, Everton. This is fine to me. I'm not gonna touch this part. I'm gonna talk about this part. Ipswich, last day. Don't talk about it. That's it. They're gonna survive the last day of the season. They might even play Nottingham Forest. You gotta understand this. The last day of the season, I genuinely think Nottingham Forest goes down. I think this will be a battle between them two. Eventually, with Forest going down. Leeds, 16th place. I don't see them going anywhere besides battling for regulate. Okay, this is how I have it, fellas. Ipswich on the last day surviving. That's how I have it personally. I think they survive until the last day. It's one of those ones where Ipswich is right. Getting relegated, and then Nottingham's getting relegated. It's one of those ones. Leeds stays in the same spot. I think Leeds are going to be in the same spot for a very long time. I don't think they invest enough in the team. It's hard for these teams to maybe grasp something more. Obviously, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about these teams right here. Ignore everybody else, guys. These teams for sure right here, I think they're going to struggle all season. Sunderland last season did very well. And then they went down and ended up right there in the 11th, 12th spot. But I think this season they struggle as well. These three struggle all season. These three go down. Now we get to here. Crystal Palace at 14. Again, I don't see them going anywhere else. Yeah. See, Palace beat Rayo Vallecano. They're in the Europa League. But as much as I want to see Crystal Palace, I want to be honest to Crystal Palace fans. Oh, they can do good. They can do both things. They probably won't. And that's what I mean about these teams in the Premier League. Yes, they have a lot of money, but they don't have squad depth. And that's why when they're in the Europa League, bro, they're going to focus on the Europa League. They're going to try to win it, but that's it. They're not going to win it. I don't think they're going to win Europa League, but I also think they're going to take a big blow in the Premier League. They usually end up right here in these spots. I think this time they're going to end up right there. Newcastle sold almost everybody. Bruno Guimaraes just got sold to Arsenal. Anthony Gordon, brother. Two of their best, Isak last year. I know Isak got sold a season ago, but Isak, their best players are bye-bye. If I was gonna throw it out there, I don't think they get relegated, but maybe a surprise relegation battle. Newcastle can be in it. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think they will, but if I was to throw a little crazy bet, my Cuauhtemoc's wild bet, Newcastle could be on a scary one, but 13th place. Brentford, 12th place. Everton, 10th place. No. Excuse me. No. Yeah. There you go. I think Fulham get 12th. Brentford, 11th. 10th, Everton. Mid-table teams. And I can, you know what? I can even say this. I'll probably swap. Yeah, I'll probably swap Crystal Palace and I'll swap Crystal Palace and oh, like that. Yeah. I don't mind that. I'll put Fulham a little lower. I think Fulham didn't get the right players. They got Gonzalo Garcia. Arbeloa's a good coach, but the Premier League's a different ballgame. A different ballgame for Madrid. I think Fulham's going to be interesting. Fulham's gonna be interesting. If Fulham get higher than what I think they are, 14th. I generally think they're gonna get 14th. But if they do better than that, Arbolo can get a little bit more fame in Spain. Spanish coaches do very well in Spain. Maybe they can prove me wrong, but as of right now, I think Fulham go right there because Arbolo's a new coach, new signings. It's gonna be difficult, in my opinion, for them. Brentford 11th, 10th. I love David Moyes and Everton. I hope Everton do good. New stadium. I don't mind Everton. I've always had a soft spot for Everton, but 10th place is, I feel like it's fair. Now this is where people are not gonna like it. These next 3 spots are important. I have Brighton going 9th place, Bournemouth 8th. Aston Villa. I love the way Aston Villa plays, but I think they also got rid of a couple players that I just think maybe you can't replace them. I have Villa 7th, Chelsea 6th. Let me just end it there. You might be thinking some things right now, guys. Look, I think Brighton have good enough players, but they're not gonna. It's always the Premier League doesn't change as much as you think it does. It's always stories. There's good players going in and out, but the real story is in the top 6. We all know that, and I feel like Brighton haven't hit that mark yet. So but Bournemouth's there though. Bournemouth are out here beating AC Milan in signings. Bournemouth is there. That's why I have Bournemouth high up. I think they get 8th. Top 6 is where I'm conflicted. This is where the Premier League makes its money. You guys know what I'm talking about. This is where the Premier League gets good. In the top 6, I'm conflicted. Chelsea have made some goods. Morgan Rogers, in my opinion, is a great English. 117 million is too much. Let me make this clear. There's no way a player, and that's no disrespect to Morgan, he's a great player, but over 100 million pounds for a player who hasn't won the Premier League, hasn't won the Champions League, barely has 25 games at that with England, 30 games. 100 million pounds. I have a problem with that. Because if he is going to 100 million pounds to a club who's, I guess the FA got him in trouble already, how? Just how? I never would understand that. Premier League needs to stop inflating their prices. I think that is the biggest issue with the Premier League. When I think it's an issue, get your money, footballers, get your money. But just know you're getting overpaid. You are not 100 million pounds for not doing niche. If he's 100 million pounds, Lamine Jamal, if he were to ever leave Barcelona, should be 300 million. Because he has a World Cup and a Euro. That is my rant. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. That is my rant. I had to say it. I had to. A random rant here on the Premier League roasts. I had to, brother. I had to. Sorry, Gengi. Going to this. Chelsea, Morgan Rogers. They just signed a winger, Chavarria, Lacroix, Jordan Harrison, and Danny Welbeck. And Xabi Alonso. But I still think they get output by Tottenham. I think they lose on the Tottenham, a team that also overpays, because 85 million pounds for Mateus Fernandes from a team that got relegated. Thank God United didn't pay that. Also 108 million pounds for Sandro Tonali. He's a Euro winner, I guess. But that's the Premier League for you guys. A team that almost got relegated last year, literally to the last day, was crying, climbing, trying to get out that relegation zone, can spend over 220 million pounds the next season and compete for top 5. That is the Premier League in a nutshell. And I'm not mad at Tottenham. Play the game. The board is there, you're just moving your pieces. But the Premier League, the Premier League. It's just a beautiful league. You can get relegated one season, almost touching the championship. Now you're possibly in the top 5, spending 200 million pounds. That's great. And I think these two teams who overspent will battle for 5th and 6th. All that overspending to finish 5th or 6th. And I think Tottenham have a better coach. I would say better coach in the Premier League. The Serbi has all that experience with Brighton. They got near Champions League, or did they get Champions? I think they got Champions League football with the Serbi, or Europa League. Either way, they hit over. Their Serbi is, in my opinion, the icebreaker. He coached Brighton into European football. He coached Brighton out of this like recent promoted team to a solidified Premier League team. And I think Xabi Alonso doesn't have that. Xabi Alonso does not have that. And I think that'll be the thing that breaks them. Fourth place, Liverpool. I think Liverpool signings haven't been. Ronald Araujo, Victor Munoz. They're not players who are going to change them. And then they got the defender from Rennes. Yes, he's a good player. 55 million from Rennes. It's just, I don't think they're going to do much. I think it's not going to change a lot. And plus, a new coach, new season. I will give it that Bournemouth coach, Yarayola, is a very good coach. Or the ex-Bournemouth coach is a very good coach. But I feel like this Liverpool team is going to undersell. Even though without any pressure, I feel like there's less pressure on them this time around. They're not the Premier League winners. Arnold Slot not talking bold. Less pressure, but I do think they hold off. Third place, Man City. Elliot Anderson is the only player. Man City, Enzo Maresca. I can even say maybe Man City fourth place. You know what? I will do that. You know what? Let me change it last second. Man City fourth place. Enzo Maresca is a great coach, but I don't think he coached his Man City like Pep Guardiola did. It's a high ask, if you tell me. And I think Enzo Maresca, I don't even think he's that amazing of a coach, if you ask me. In my humble opinion, he won't do what Pep Guardiola did his first season. I think it's going to take him a little while. It's going to take him a little while. Fourth place for Man City. Third place for Liverpool. I'm not going to talk about second place because we don't talk about second place when United, Man United, our United will win the Premier League. I have never been so sure that we can win the Premier League. United will do it. United will win the Premier League against all odds. Against all odds. Against a lot of predictors who giving him fourth place, third place, fifth place. Yeah, we don't have any signings, but they will come. The signings will come. And Michael Carrick has something on this team that I haven't seen in a minute. The preseason games, I'm not worried about them. The preseason. That first game against Hull City has to be 3 points. 3 points that assure us the first place in the meanwhile, because we're not going to move from there. United, guys, will win the Premier League. Mark my words. United will win the Premier League. And on that note, keep moving forward. Never look back. Always stay papa. Peace.